I am Ernest Shepard, a.k.a. Ernest James. I am a news writer, sports writer for Inquisitor News, inquisitornews.com. You can find many of my sports musings there. Also, occasionally you can find my work on outsideanalysis.com. I miss outsideanalysis.com. It will be up and running sometime soon. I'm here to talk about the NFL draft, primarily what the Chicago Bears should do and what I'm afraid that they're gonna do. Well, the draft kicks off tonight at 6 o'clock. The first NFL team that's on the clock will be the Cleveland Browns. Following that will be the San Francisco 49ers. The Bears pick right after them at number 3. The Cleveland Browns are expected, and I do mean expected with quotations and a big question mark behind it. They are expected to select defensive lineman Myles Garrett out of Texas A&M. Something tells me what they are expected to do, they will do the exact opposite and turn around and select North Carolina quarterback Mitchell Trubisky. That will be followed by the San Francisco 49ers, who could be confused if Myles Garrett is on the board. They could be confused into taking Myles Garrett. They could be confused into going in another direction. A couple of mock drafts, interestingly enough, have the 49ers taking Leonard Fournette, LSU running back, and that would be a curious move, especially given that Carlos Hyde, the incumbent starting running back, had a pretty solid season for the 49ers last year. That leads up to the Chicago Bears. This is one of those years where there's really no consensus pick after Myles Garrett. So you can, honest to goodness, you could flip-flop picks number 2 to picks number 15. And depending on the NFL team's draft boards, you can all come up with the same guy. That leaves the conundrum for the Bears. Their biggest need is at safety. The problem is, no NFL teams, or rarely does an NFL team, select a safety in the top 5 of the draft. There are 2 supposedly can't miss safety prospects in this draft at the top of the draft, and Malik Hooker and Jamal Adams. The problem with this thinking is they're safe picks. Even safe picks go wrong. On occasion, you have players who are slated to be good, who were expected to be good, end up being flops. And right now, with the Bears having had a 3-13 season, if they're going to roll the dice on a player, they might as well roll the dice on a quarterback. My choice would be Deshaun Watson out of Clemson. 6'2.5", 215 pounds, pretty solid arm, can read defenses pretty well, pretty intelligent kid. Nothing against the 2 safeties that the Bears are looking at, but honestly, if you're going to reach for a player, you might as well reach for a quarterback. If the Bears were in the bottom half of the top 10 of the draft, going with a safety makes sense. But the only time that a team has picked a safety 3rd in the draft, that player was a bust. And that is a problem. So what the Bears should do is draft Deshaun Watson or the quarterback of their desire. If it's Pat Mahomes, that's fine by me. What they're going to do, I believe, is make a trade. Everyone, keep your eyes on what happens with the Cleveland Browns pick, because if they do select Myles Garrett, that's who they should select. If they do select Myles Garrett, then expect a trade to happen, and do not be surprised if that trade is with the Chicago Bears for the number 3 pick. Once again, I am Ernest Shepard, a.k.a. Ernest James. I just wanted to talk about what the Bears should do and what they're going to do. I expect the Bears to make a trade.